I did.
That was a new thing. We just have to change a few things. Apparently, I didn't notice the first time around. But other than that, did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you see what I saw that needed to be changed?
I don't think I did.
No. All right. Well, hello, everybody. We think we're live. We're not sure if we're live. Ariana said we're live. We don't really know if we're live. It's always a crapshoot with being live. But if we are, we're still going to say hi. Because we just can't not say hi if we're live, right, Kellers?
Right.
But if you do not know who we are, I'm Samantha from Fabulous Adventures Travel Company, and this is
Ellie from Fabulous Adventures.
woohoo. So we'll just wait a few seconds to see if people join us, basically, because we are a little early, right, Kellers?
For once.
For once, we are early so that we did not miss what we're supposed to catch with the whole live thing in the group. So there's like a whole thing that Facebook makes you do, and we tend to miss it. So we didn't want to miss it this time, so we're early. So if you are hanging out with us, say hi, tell us where you're hanging out from, and yeah. Where are we, Kellers? We're in Florida, right?
Yes, we are this week.
Yeah, I agree. This week. All right, are we making sure? Are we doing like a check just to make sure that we're live?
We are in the group. I see us in the group.
Okay, cool. All right, then we'll just keep going. Can you see? Okay, Erin is like, yes. She's sending us comments. All right. Well, if you are just starting to join us, we'll say it one more time because technology is always fun and difficult all the time, and we want to make sure that we're saying hi to everybody, obviously. So we're going to reintroduce ourselves one more time, just in case. I am Samantha from Fabulous Adventures Travel, and this is
Kelly from Fabulous Adventures Travel.
Woohoo! So we are the admins of the Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals page. So if you do not find us from that page, but Virgin is something that you're interested in, please come join us at what the heck is the name of it, Kelly? Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals, right?
Yes.
It's like the longest name on the planet. Let me say it one more time, a little bit slower. Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals. So if you are not in that page, come join us because you're possibly watching this live in the actual event and maybe not in the group. So we are the admins of that page. We started a long time ago, huh, Kellers?
Yeah, before the ship was in the water.
Before the lady sailed. Before the Scarlet Lady sailed. So a little bit about Kelly and I. We actually fell in love with Virgin years ago, way back in the day when, like Kelly said, before it started sailing, we'd go to, the baby events that they're trying to teach all of the travel agents about this amazing, before they even had commercials, they were teaching travel agents about the product. So we would go to all these events and fall in love with it. And so we have been sailing Virgin since literally the day that they sailed from United States. That should be our claim to fame. Not that we've been top 10 agents 3 years in a row, but we have sailed.
I think the top 10 makes us a little more credible.
Does it? Oh, dang. I thought maybe it was the fact that we had sailed since day one on the U.S. soil. Anyway, so they did start, when I say U.S. soil, if you don't know much about them, they actually started over in the London region over there in England prior to starting here on U.S. soil. So they sailed over there first and then came over here. And we were one of the first passengers, if not the first on board. Actually, I think we were really close. We were like, what, number 20?
We were
honestly
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to have been like number 5. I mean, I know it keeps going down, but I honestly, God, I really think, as I think back, because it was so long ago, I do think that we were number 5 or so in that range of like getting on board, because I was yelling at Kelly. I was like, hurry up, let's go. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, get close to the door, because they're going to ask this group to go. Do you remember that? I was like,
I do.
I was like, they're going to ask this group to go first, because this guy was like running the joint, and he, excuse me, I knew they were going to ask him to get on board first. So I was like, Kelly, get close to the door, because when they ask him, we're just going to swoop in and go behind them. I knew it wasn't going to be number one, but I was going to be up there damn near close. So that was how we got on board. Anyways, that is not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about what, Kelly?
Well, we're here to talk about how Virgin Voyages is
Basically.
almost free.
Why Virgin Voyages is basically free. Are you ready for this, people? You are going to love why Virgin Voyages is basically free. So get ready for mine and Kelly's girl math, because we worked really hard on this. We worked hard on our girl math, right, Kelly?
Yes.
All right.
Girl math.
Girl math. Because we're girls. All right. With that being said, let's start with, and we have notes too, just so you know, because we did not want to mess up why Virgin Voyages is basically free. Am I right, Kellers?
Right.
All right, so Kellers, why is Virgin Voyages basically free?
Okay, so the first reason is there's no kids on board, right? So no crying babies, right?
Equals
Therapy savings.
Therapy savings, right there. That is where Virgin Voyages is basically
Free.
Because well, let's just say maybe it's not free, but it helps you save the money on therapy, because the other children that are screaming in your ear and making you get all anxious and like wound up to hear is not happening there. Also, that little time that you need without your own children is also therapy for you, because you have no kids and you're just chilling like a villain up on your hammock. That's another reason why Virgin Voyages should be basically free, is because you have a hammock, and that is therapy in itself. Is that even on our notes? I can't remember.
Yes, it's on the list.
Oh, it is! Woohoo! I nailed it! Oh my gosh, the hammock. Okay, here's the one that we had. The hammock equals ocean breeze therapy equals saving on self-care. I just tied that all in together. Look at me go. Nailing the free. All right, next. This is a big one, you guys. Specialty dining, restaurants. How much does it cost to go out to restaurants? Listen, let's actually talk about this for a second. Like, Kelly and I are trying to plan. Are you ready for this one? We're trying to plan our Brilliant Ladies debut in New York City. And the hotel alone, Kelly's like, I'm not paying $2,000 for 4 nights. Well, it is. It's $2,000 for 4 nights in the hotel, right? We have not eaten. This is not an all-inclusive hotel. There is no, like, here's your, I don't think there's breakfast for $2,000. They don't serve breakfast in New York City. You want a breakfast, you got to go down to Jim's Bagel downstairs and get yourself a bagel with the schmear and all the stuff on it. That is what you're eating for breakfast, but you're paying for it. But here at Virgin Voyages, all of that specialty dining and every single dining that you eat, not just specialty, but this is what will cost you obviously more money on another cruise line, is free. Right, Kelly?
Yes.
So 20 plus restaurants included equals spending more eating out at home equals free meals on Virgin Voyages. This is why it's free. Kellers, give us the next best one. This one's one of my favorites, I have to be honest.
Okay.
The specialty dining is a good one, but this one's a good one too.
Basic beverages are included. Water is included. You don't have to pay for water. If you go on another cruise line, you're paying for water. Sorry, but you're paying for water. Soda, coffee, juice, all included. Guess what? You're hydrated for free.
You're hydrated for free. Look at you not having to go to the doctors to get an IV because you're hydrated for free. Nobody is. Because you don't have to pay for that, by the way. Okay, but let's talk about my water mess up on another cruise line. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. So I'm such a dork, let me just say this, that I straight up was like, ooh, let me see what kind of deals they got on this cruise line, because I need to buy me some water so I have my water in my room. Well, I ordered the water because I'm like, all right, well, since I'm in here looking at it, I'll just order the water. The water pricing never changes, in my opinion. I don't know if it does, but I don't think I've ever seen it change, to be honest. But it doesn't matter to me. I just needed the water. It doesn't matter. Okay, I ordered the water. We get down. So the way that I work my vacations is, last minute, I end up going and looking at it going, what else do I need? And I was like, shoot, I better order some water. Ask me how much water ended up in my cabin. I had 2 full cases of water in my cabin. I couldn't hand out enough water to cover the entire deck in order to get rid of it, okay? We were carrying bringing water home from that cruise because I was like, that water cost me $100. We're taking it home. So my suitcase weighed a lot because of water. So yes, it is free, and that means Virgin Voyages is basically free. And just don't go do what I did and forget that you bought water. Good Lord, I need some serious help. Anyways, all right, this one's a good one too, because I just also had this happen on a cruise. I'm going to tell you this also story. This is a completely different cruise line. But anyways, Wi-Fi and fitness classes are included, which means you pay for those usually monthly at home, right? You pay for your AT&T Wi-Fi, you pay for your Spectrum Wi-Fi, you pay for your Crunch Fitness Wi-Fi, Jesus. You pay for your Crunch Fitness, but guess what? On Virgin, it's free. So all of that is free. So it's basically free again. We're back to free. But let me tell you a little something about Wi-Fi. So I go on another cruise line, and I'm just going to say that it starts with an M and ends with a C. And I was in the YC. Does that help? Okay. Anyways, I decide I need Wi-Fi. So I order the Wi-Fi because I know I have to work on board. And I order the Wi-Fi, and I get in the yacht club, and I don't remember it actually being free last time that I was on board. I remember having to pay for it. But let's be honest, it could have been free. But I get on board, and I see, oh my goodness, it's included. So I go downstairs to the concierge, and I go, hey, so I bought this Wi-Fi before I got on board. I was like, can you refund me the money? He's like, oh no, that was your upgrade. I was like, upgrade to what? You gave me Wi-Fi for free. He goes, you couldn't stream. I still don't believe him. I'm going to be honest. I think I still got screwed on Wi-Fi. Because how could I have paid that much money? I paid like $143 for Wi-Fi for 4 nights. For upgraded Wi-Fi. See, not free.
Crazy.
Anywhere else. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
Anyways, keep going, Kelly. You're next.
Okay, next. Entertainment included. Arcade is included. Free. Virgin has a free arcade. You're not getting that on any other cruise line.
No. How much money is on that stupid arcade in the other cruise line?
Oh yeah, and with children, of course, yes, lots of money. So yeah, you're not paying for date nights. You could go to the arcade. You could go to a show on Virgin for free, saving yourself some money on a date.
Saving cash on your date. You can have all the date nights you want on Virgin for free. So the arcade. How many times, Kelly, have we been in that arcade spending all the free cash we can?
Many, many. Spending all the free cash.
Like literally, it is the coolest thing. Sorry. It is the coolest thing to be able to just go and be like, oh, I want to use that one. I want to use that one. I want to play that one. And not have to put any money in whatsoever. So what's next? Oh, I said the hammock. Oh, the app. I don't know if we can say that that's free. I'm going to be honest, but we're going to go with it. So the app-based everything equals, this is app. I should have remembered this one. I'm going to back up for a second and say, the app-based everything equals no waiting in line equals time is money. It's basically free. It's basically free, but I'm going to be honest with you. I hate waiting in line. So here's what I want to tell you. And I've said this a bazillion times. This is like my biggest trick that I can tell you. Do not go down to Sailor Services and stand in line. Text them. It is the best thing in the planet. Listen, they may not respond back to you right away. So if it's like, if you're dying or something like that, go down to Sailor Services. But like, if it's something that you just want them to remove from your bill, or if you want to just ask a quick question, or if you want them to find your Sailor Loot, because that's always what people are asking in that line, just put it in the app. It's amazing. It's not like the quickest thing. That's what I'm going to say. But it will be, you'll have an answer by the end of the day, which is nice. And you're not standing in line because that line is long and people take a long time. So the app-based everything equals no waiting in line equals time is money. And it's basically free. Next, no formal nights.
That means you don't have to go out and spend money on a new dress. Now, yes, we probably all spend money on new clothes when we go on cruises, but you don't have to get all fancy. No new dresses. Save yourself some money.
No new dresses. No new dresses. Although it's fun for a new dress, but it does save you some money. The beach club in Bimini is free. So it's funny. Kelly and I are actually sailing on another cruise line that starts with a C and ends with a Y. And we were just Kelly, do you like my hints?
Yep. I don't think anybody's getting your hints at all.
Do you think they're missing them? I mean, should I try it again? Anyways, we're sailing on another cruise line that starts with a C and ends with a Y. And it actually is stopping at Bimini. And they're charging for the beach club. And I'm like this. I can't pay for something I've already visited for free a bazillion times. What am I going to do with Bimini? Like, I honestly don't even know what to do with myself in Bimini. I think we should switch cruises. Because I'm like, this is crazy. It's the craziest thing on the planet. We're actually taking the exact same cruise that we take on Virgin, Fire and Sunsets, and have to pay way more because it's not free. Let's put it that way. And that's 100%. It's free. The beach club in Bimini is free. It doesn't cost you anything unless you want to book, a cabana or something like that. Otherwise, free. All right, Kelly, what's the best one of them all?
Best one of them all is if you book with us, Fabulous Adventures Travel Company, you have Sailor Loot, you have Bar Tab. You're basically making money.
Free. You're earning money. You're earning your own money. Well, not your own money, our money, somebody's money. Virgin's money.
Virgin's money.
That's what it is. Virgin's money. You're earning Virgin's money. So that is why Virgin Voyages is basically free. But we do want to go over a couple things of what is actually free on board because it's fun to talk about, I have to be honest. We named a bunch, but we're going to add a few more. So I thought this one was funny, but I honestly don't agree with this one, so we can argue about it. Cookies. Virgin is claiming that their cookies, unlike other cruise lines, are free. I love you, Virgin, but I'm not sure I can lean into that one. What do you think, Kelly?
No, I think cookies are free on all cruise lines.
Okay, thank you. Did they mean the cookies that you eat, like Cookie Monster, or like the cookies on the computer? Like what kind of cookies? What kind of cookies are we talking about here, Virgin? Okay, specialty dining we mentioned. Soda, which is basic bevy, we mentioned. It says your fizz, no fee. Okay, so Kelly and I don't drink this. Yeah, we don't really drink this. Sparkling water, but people do. Totally free. You actually get a choice. Kelly, tell me about it while I fix my cough issue.
Yes, you do get a choice in your cabin. You can have one of each, still and sparkling. You can have all the sparkling you want. You can have all the still you want. And I use, even when I'm in a cabin by myself, I always ask for 3 because I drink a lot of water. You can ask for as much as you want. When your water runs out, hit the button in the app and they'll bring you more. But yeah, sparkling or still.
Isn't that crazy? We don't really think about that because we're not sparkling water fans, but a lot of people are, and it costs money to drink sparkling water. And so, because apparently it costs a lot of money to put bubbles in water. I don't know. I think they showed us how to do that in one of the things that we went to. You just kind of shake it up a bit, and it's got this weird top on it, and then I don't know. Anyways, it's free on Virgin. So one of the things that we really forgot, which I'm like, how did we forget this? And I'm very sad about it, is gratuities, tips.
Not free on any other cruise line.
Not free at all. Not free at all. Not even remotely free. Like, not even close. But on Virgin it is. And nobody's following you around asking for one. Nor are they standing there looking at you like a puppy dog waiting for their tip. That does not happen. So I love that. If you are a fitness buff, yoga classes, I know we talked about this a little bit, but yoga classes, spin classes, bungee, a very cool 80s VHS workout class. So if that's your thing, that is free. Also HIIT Fit classes. There is a whole boxing ring upstairs that when we're a little inebriated, when we leave the pajama party, we tend to stop there and have a little fun in there. There's also, what is the punching bag is there? All kinds of stuff upstairs. The boxing ring is actually really fun. We have eat it. Like try to throw each other against the thing. Like it's a lot of fun. Just I don't suggest it too much when you're drunk, but a lot of fun. Zumba classes, sticking with the fitness. Pickleball, which is I guess it's fitness-ish, right?
Yeah.
What do we miss in classes? I think that's really it. Dance classes now. I've been seeing dance classes a little bit more, like learning how to salsa, which is fun and cute and always a good time. What else, Kelly?
Okay, this is a big one I think that we didn't talk about either, is name changes and date changes. Most cruise lines do not allow you, well, won't allow you to change the date on a sailing without charging you like $100 a person. Same with name changes. You can name change up to 48 hours prior to sailing on Virgin. And you could change your sailing date up to 45 days prior to sailing, which most cruise lines, again, will charge you per person to do that.
That is for sure. Like when I'm telling Kelly right now, oh, we should change our sailing. I went back to think about that. We can't change our sailing. We're stuck. We are stuck like glue to the sailing. So that stinks. There's nothing we can do about it. Is that pretty much it? Did we go through all of our oh, you guys, this is a good one. And it's kind of funny. So I'm really picky. Okay. In our group, we were asking a question of the week or question of the day. I'm not sure what the timeline is, but we did a question about this. And we said, what is the first thing that you do when you get on board? And a lot of people, did you read through it, Kelly?
No, I didn't.
A lot of people said, I go and get an ice cream, which cracks me up. Like I was dying because you do see that. And it always makes me laugh that like literally, because when you come in that door, especially if you're in Miami, it's not always the same. Like San Juan, you come in on deck 6, but in Miami, you come on deck 7. And you come in on deck 7 and it's right there. The ice cream. So Lick Me Till Ice Cream is right there. And people are literally just walking around with their ice cream. And it always makes me laugh that that's the first thing that they do. Not that it's a bad thing. I just love it. I just love that the thought is, well, I'm going straight beeline for the ice cream. Boom. And there they are. So anyways, back to what I was going to say is that it's real ice cream. It's not soft serve. It's not that like, I never eat ice cream on any other cruise line because I feel like I don't want to call it fake. I know this is terrible to say, but it's very icy and like, it's soft serve, but it's not custardy soft serve. I almost feel like it's like an icy soft serve. It's weird to me. I don't love it at all. So I don't eat it. With that being said, this is real ice cream. Now, at times I've told you, I think it's a little too real because it's not like you're like crappy, not this is crappy, but Perry's or Haagen-Dazs or whatever. It's like straight up like someone's in the back churning that shit. They're just back there like, going as much as they can and like making it. I honestly don't know where it comes from, but that's what it tastes like. So, real ice cream. Love it. Most cruise lines don't have it. What else, Kelly? Oh my God, they give away champagne. Why did we not talk about that?
Oh,
free
that's
champagne.
A big one.
Yeah.
Free champagne. Just show up at the sail away party and take as much as you want. You can keep going back for more.
Seriously, till they end it, till they cut you off. You're taking champagne for days. You're like, people are going up there grabbing all kinds of champagne. They're walking away like
with 6 in it.
Yes, they got them in each finger. They're like walking like this, trying not to spill it all in each finger. Like, they're going to champagne. They're like handing them out to everybody. And then they're also like, don't take, like, you should see them on the thing. They're like, these are mine. Don't take my champagne. Like, they're like lined up along the thing. Like, you see people do that? It's hysterical. But they give away free champagne. There's not another cruise line that I know that gives away free champagne. So guess what that equals? Free therapy. Because we all need alcohol for therapy. Free, what else, Kelly? Good times. Free partying. What else? All the free things. So they give away free champagne. It used to be Moet Virgin, but now it's not as good as it used to be. We're just going to go there. We'll let you save money so that you can keep sailing. It's okay. But we liked the Moet. We here at Fabulous Adventures liked the Moet a little bit better than what's happening right now. The end. So that is basically the free. But we have a comparison that we wanted to show you. Again, not to knock any other cruise line because, you know, we love them all. Hence we sell them. Hence we sail on them. But we want to show you why Virgin Voyages is basically free. And here you go. There it is. Celebrity Cruises. The same exact cruise, pretty much. A little bit shorter. And you can see the difference in the totals. $64.23 versus $48.02. And it's based on double occupancy. It includes taxes, fees, and gratuities. And it's basically around the same time because we try to keep it, obviously, as close as possible. So there you go. Look at how great that is. That's why you want Virgin. Right, Kellers?
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's basically
free.
Free!
Girl math free.
Girl math free is right. So, we have a deal for you. If you book with us within the next, what is it, Kelly? Is it a week that we give everybody?
7 days, yep.
7 days from today until, what's today, Tuesday?
The 24th.
Oh, the 24th, the day after my birthday. You get an extra bar tab for $50. So if you book with us, any new booking, not old bookings, not rebookings, any new bookings, you get a free $50 bar tab. But Kelly, tell them about this really cool thing that we figured out like recently. There's like a new, isn't there a new promo that we didn't realize? That was
yes.
Hidden?
We found a hidden promo. I had a client share it with me.
Thank
you, Mark. If you have an MMVV, normally you have to book a regular sea terrace or above to use that MMVV. Well, during the month of June, July, and August, if you have an MMVV, you can use it for a limited view sea terrace and the slightly smaller sea terrace that is going to be on the Brilliant Lady. Those two are usually not combinable with MMVV, but for the next 2 months, they are.
Look at you.
So take advantage of that because you can save, if you don't really care what your view is, because both of those do have limited view. If you just want to be on a balcony and feel the ocean breeze and don't really care that you can't really see much.
Don't really care that you're staring at the red top of the getaway van that we're all going to need if the ship goes down.
Yeah. Do it.
Then you get a good deal, a really good deal.
Yes.
So that is our why Virgin Voyages is basically free. I think we did a good job with our girl math.
I think so.
Do we have any comments or questions or concerns about why our girl math is really bad? Was there any like comments about why it's really, really bad?
No, I don't think so. Right. No bad.
No bad. All right. Do we have any questions at all? This is hard to do.
Kara said free soju shots at Gun Bay.
Oh, yes, Kara. That is a fantastic one. So you go to Gun Bay, like Kara's saying, go to Gun Bay, which is the Korean barbecue, the only Korean barbecue at sea. You get free shoju shots. Right?
Yes, you get to play games.
If you're really nice to them.
Yes.
Keep going.
Yes, and the winner gets a double shot or whatever's left in the bottle sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
I think it depends on who it is.
Giving it away. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it depends on who it is. They'll give you the whole rest of the bottle, and sometimes they'll just give you a double shot. You gotta be nice. That's what I said. You gotta be nice to him. What was his name? The eyebrows.
Bartol?
Yeah, Bartol. Look for Bartol.
With the exquisite eyebrows.
With the exquisite eyebrows. Tell my wife I have exquisite eyebrows, he said. We're like, okay. Where does she live? She lives somewhere on the ship. Where? Oh my gosh. That was a good one, Kara. I liked it. Thank you. Any other freebies that we're missing? Not that I can think of. I think we gave all the freebies away. I gotta be honest though, that's the one. Oh, they give away free pictures in Scarlet Night instead of charging you. You just have to wait in line though. That's the only sucky thing. You wait in line for the what's it called? Like
Photo booth.
photo booth. And then you try to fit 20 people in, and that is super fun. And then they just email you the picture. You don't even have to pay for it. It's glorious. There's free art because there is no art.
Kara got another one. Movies.
Oh no, what is it? Oh yeah,
Movies.
the movies. Oh my God, Kara. What? That one's amazing. It's one of my favorite ones. I can't believe I didn't think of it.
Yes, on another cruise line that begins with an R and ends with an N.
You're
They have
nailing it
like
down, Kelly.
there's like 3 channels on there. So when you're in bed at night and you just want to turn the TV on, there's not like literally 3 channels to watch. And you pay $20 for a movie that you might not even make through the 5 minutes.
And it probably lasts 24 hours, so they get to see it again. You only got to see the 5 minutes to get through it, and then it only lasts 24 hours. You never see it again. Oh my gosh. But Virgin has like the best movies ever. I've said that a bazillion times. Like their movies are amazing because it goes anywhere from, and I say this all the time, Singing in the Rain, like all the way up to like Wicked that just came out, or like name another movie that just literally came out. I'm trying to think what any new movie that just came out will be on there. Not all the time, but sometimes it is. So it's really fun. And then there's like old school stuff like rom-coms and all that stuff. It's really, really fun.
Yeah. Kirsty says karaoke.
Oh, yes, karaoke. That's another good one.
We love some karaoke.
We do. So not just karaoke, like, in front of like people you don't know of your, not in front of like your 50 closest friends and family, which aren't. It's actually with your 5 closest friends and family in a small room. So those rooms usually cost like $20 to $30 an hour in a regular karaoke joint. And they're free. You just sign up for it. So you just go sign up and sing and enjoy some karaoke with your friends.
And keep going until someone knocks on the door.
And yes, and don't stop. Don't leave when yours is over. I mean, just use Kelly and I's rule of thumb. If no one knocks on the door, it's still yours, which is true. We will leave immediately if someone knocks on the door. But if you don't knock on the door, we're just going to keep going. Because people don't show up all the time. I can't tell you how many times we've gone in the middle of like the hour, so it's on the hour. We'll show up at like 9:30 and be like, anyone in there singing? Nope. Open the door like we open it. We like peek in. Nope. All right, we're in. Because they're not showing up now. It's 9:30. They're supposed to show up at 9. So that's how we do it. But free karaoke, that's a good one. We should really have Kara do these things.
Charity says, peace of mind that you don't have to worry about people trying to upsell you or sell you photos or anything.
This is the best one.
No nickel and diming.
No nickel and diming. That's like the best freebie ever. That's the best girl freebie math ever.
Yep. And then Kara says the game cabinet.
The game cabinet's really fun. You can find exploding kittens in there. That's a good one. We highly suggest that one. She said no.
Cards Against Humanity. Cards Against Humanity. I will play that, but
Cards Against Humanity when you're drunk on Scarlet Night is by far the best game ever. By far.
So fun.
And then what else? I love the game cabinet. But I will tell you that if you want a specific game, those things go fast, man. I don't know how they get returned, though. I got to be honest, because it's filled right back up for the next voyage. They must find them in rooms and deliver them down. You know what I mean? Because it's like empty some points. You're like, what the heck? Where'd all this stuff go? And then they must find them in rooms and bring them down. I mean, Exploding Kittens didn't make it back down. It should have went in the trash. I got to be honest. We did not do that. We did not. We just didn't bring it back down. We let them bring it back down. We were like, oh, nobody wants to play this game. Anyways, what else? Any other ones?
Yep. Kirsty says free of announcements.
Yes! Oh my gosh, that's sanity right there. Free of announcements. Free announcements. That is like more therapy. It's like going to an ashram where no one speaks to you. Right?
Nobody waking you up at 7:30 in the morning in your cabin blasting
that's like
in your ear.
That's free sleep therapy.
Free sleep therapy.
Oh my God. That is so true. I love that. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. That's what we get woken up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes from the other one too. So when you go on that other cruise line, we really should have played Scrabble. Starts with an R, ends with an N. Or what is it? Or what's the other one? Whatever. Anyways, when you go to their private island, when the two ships get next to each other, and if you're on the side that the ship pulls up next to, you hear the song twice. It's glorious. It's the best thing that's ever happened in the morning at 8 a.m. because you get to hear it twice, blasting. It's lovely. I'm surprised I don't get like totally. People don't complain about that. I mean, I don't. I should, but I haven't. So maybe other people haven't. What else? I know you're reading things. What am I missing?
Kara says room service. You don't pay per item, but you pay for delivery.
That is true. That's true. And they have good room service. You can get a burger. You can get chicken noodle soup. If you ever get sick on the cruise, like if you don't feel good, get yourself some chicken noodle soup. They'll also bring you up some popcorn and gummy bears. That goes well when you're sick. We don't want you to get sick, but if you do, it's a really cool. They don't serve chicken noodle soup anywhere else. So that's the funny part. Like if you love chicken noodle soup, this is where you're going to get it. In room service. I've seen it nowhere else. Am I right?
Yeah, I've not seen it anywhere. I don't know if it's in like the salad.
No, that was usually like cheddar. I've never seen chicken noodle. I've seen chicken tortilla. I've seen cheddar broccoli. I've seen baked potato. I've seen a fish one too, like a clams or something like that. But never chicken noodle ever. Which is kind of funny. If they're making it, you might as well have it up there. If you're gonna have it in a vat back there somewhere, sell it up there. I don't know, not sell it, but
yeah,
put it up there. Anyways, you can also get pops, the cake pops, in room service. There's some cool stuff you can get in room service. I'm trying to think what else. You can get some EV stuff in room service. You can get a steak. There's EV. I think it was like. There's some pasta or something. I can't think of what it is. But anything else?
you don't think so?
All right. All right, no more comments. All right, then we should be good. We have nailed the free. And why Virgin Voyages is basically free. Wow. I can't speak. All right, well, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Virgin Voyages. It's basically free. And we'll see you guys. Oh, next week. Actually, let's talk about this really quickly. So Kelly and I are getting on board next week on Wednesday. We're sailing in the
Massive Suite.
Starts with an M, ends with an E. We're very excited about it. This will be the second time we're sailing in the Massive Suite. We're actually doing a Friends cruise. Friends, the TV show, not Friends in my BFF, my gal pal Friends. Well, that too. But this is a cruise about the TV show themed Friends. And we're really excited about it. But we're excited to sail in the Massive Suite again for the second time. But the second time, like, we're going to sail 2 times this year in the Massive. I think we think we're really cool, and we're not. I'm going to be honest with you. There's nothing cool about Kelly and I. We're like the biggest dorks on the planet, but here we are in the Massive Suite. So that might make us a little cooler. I'm not sure. I feel like it gives us a little bit of coolness and a little bit of street cred. I don't know. Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit of Virgin street cred. So anyways, we are doing that on Wednesday. Follow along on that and let us know if you have any questions, because we're happy to answer them. And of course, we'd love to get you booked on any cruise you want to go on. With that being said, we'll cut it off and let you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Right? It is Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday.
Okay. I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's on Tuesday. We just got back from Vegas, baby. We did Vegas, baby, last week. And that was crazy. We have many stories from that. So if you ever want to hear about our Vegas endeavor, let us know because we've got a few stories up our sleeves. And they're doozies. I'm going to be honest with you. This was not the trip I thought it was going to be. So, and Kelly hasn't been in how many years?
20.
Kelly has been in 20 years, and it was quite the doozy that I don't think she's going back anytime soon. I'm going to be honest with you. So, and I've been several times, and at this point, I think Vegas and I might take a slight break. That's how crazy it was. And I love me some Vegas. So maybe I'll stick with Virgin Voyages for a while and see how that goes. And Vegas and I'll chat again. We might break up just for a tiny bit, and then we'll reassess that relationship soon. But anyways, we had a really good time. But as we said, we had some doozies of stories. And next week we get on Virgin, and we get on again July 9th, and then we get back on for Iceland July 27th. So it's a little crazy town. Man, we're really not getting off of Virgin that much. I just realized we're literally living on board. You can just call us Mark if he's watching, because we're basically going to be on board the whole time. Anyways, all right, we will leave you. We'll talk to you all soon. We'll see you probably not next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to get on Tuesday. I think it's going to be crazy town, trying to get ready for the Friends cruise and leaving the next day. But if not, we'll do a live when we're on board in the massive suite and kind of show you guys around that and show you what we're up to. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. Again, we're Fabulous Adventures Travel. I am Samantha at Fabulous Adventures Travel, and this is Kelly. And we're going to sign off with our favorite phrase, which is, you float our boat. Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.